Evening. For those who don't know me, my name is Corey Petterville. My beautiful wife is here with me. She has given me 4 beautiful children. The first 2 were boys. They were super easy. Last one was a girl. She is not. Since I'm told we can't get rid of her, she's my favorite. My wife and I, and the whole family's been in Goliad for 10 years now. We chose Goliad. You know, I'm not a politician, guys. I don't really know in terms of open forum what to talk about. So I just go back to, as I'm talking to everybody, as I'm walking around knocking on doors, no one's asking on me personally, right? That information is out there. What they're asking about overwhelmingly is 3 major questions that I'm gonna talk about first, because that is really the biggest part of my platform, right? Number 1, why do I want to run for county judge? All right, which is a simple answer with very complicated solutions and reasonings behind it, right? The simple answer is, I am concerned about the long-term success and where Goliad is in 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 50 years, right? Because I'll still be here for all that. And my children will probably be here for all that as well, right? I'm concerned from multiple different levels. Financially, all right, we are not a county that brings in a lot of tax revenue. All right, we cannot afford to go into debt. All right, running deficit budgets are going to push us that way. All right, we cannot get ourselves out of it. That's a fact of the matter. All right, the writing's on the wall as far as that stuff is concerned. National debt's never been higher. Community debt's never been higher. You know, the government shuts down, and all you hear about is people can't go 1-2 weeks without a paycheck. That's a problem that we as a community and as a county could not get ourselves out of very easily. All right. Second thing is resources. All right. I'm a military man. I'm an Army guy. I've been all over the world. Water is a problem everywhere in the world. Water is a problem in our country. When they're running the numbers on doing a pipeline from the ocean to Salt Lake City, that's a big issue, right? And we're seeing it regionally. 45 minutes up the road, Corpus run out of water. About to shut Portland off. Beeville had to pass emergency bonds to get water for their city, for their community, right? That's a big issue that we need to be talking about and looking at, right? The third thing is community itself. You know, anybody who knows Willie Nelson, good buddy of mine, probably heard him say 1,500 people a day move to Texas, all right? But they're not moving to small towns, and they're not moving to Goliad, right? In 10 years, if our community keeps shrinking, there'll be no community for us, right? So we need to provide the community with the right amount of people, and with the right people that are members of our community, our community is gonna benefit from, and keep that stuff going, right? Which brings me to question number 2 that I get asked. What am I gonna do about relationships? It's no secret. Relationships within the county government are not great right now. Relationships between all the entities are even worse, all right? The school district is the biggest draw to bring good members to our community, all right? We want families that care about their children getting good education, because those are the families that are rooted in the small town traditions and values that we want to attract, all right? We need to do our part. All we can do from the county level is do our part. All right, I had a meeting with the city and the mayor and told her, they asked me point blank, what are we gonna do about relationships? And I told her, this is the answer, clean slate. We will start fresh. But everyone is only one piece of this. Everybody has to do their part continuously. We need to separate business from personal. We need to separate business from business. Just because we disagree on how the auditorium is done doesn't mean we shouldn't be able to work a deal out on sharing resources that both the city and the county have. Because again, there's not that much tax revenue or dollars to come in for anywhere in Goliad County. We need to manage our services and our dollars together. It's extremely important. That's how we move forward on this stuff. All right. The last question is, what do I think is the biggest issue that Goliad County faces? And overwhelmingly, it is a lack of diversified revenue. All right. 70% of our budget, tax revenue, comes from industry, the power plant, right? There was talk about the power plant going away. I didn't necessarily believe in that, right? But what if valuations go down? You can't raise taxes high enough to make up that difference. So we need to bring in more diversified revenue streams, that we're not so dependent on one thing or another, right? And what that takes is someone going out and getting after it, and going out and finding it, all right? No one can say industry won't come to Goliad, Texas, because no one's gone out and tried. And what that takes is someone pounding the road, making the calls, showing up and not going away until we do this, right? I'm standing up here and telling you, I will solve the revenue issue, because that is a no-fail mission. We cannot solve it, cannot not solve it, all right? That's what we call it in the Army, a no-fail mission, because we have to do it. The future of Goliad counts on that, depends on it, right? I'm gonna disagree with Jed on this. I do think the government is a business, all right? The shareholders are the community, all right? And our profits are the services we provide. And that's the problem. Government, and that's why government, national debt is so high, because they're not running like a business, they're running like government, all right? We cannot spend what we don't bring in. We cannot raise revenue. I've spent the past 7 years, and some of my partners are here, building successful businesses, right? So we're very, very good at this portion of it, right? And that's what it comes down to. It's working together, like Jed said in his speech, working together with all of your different partners in the county, in the city, and everywhere to get these things accomplished and get them done, all right? I want to do that for you. I'm asking for your vote. I'm asking for you to turn me loose and let me help fix Goliad County now and forever. Thank you very much.